Hey, Catholic Match, I'm Tanner.
And I'm Alli.
And this is date night. So we're gonna go to the store and get some stuff to make some pizzas.
And we're also gonna talk about how to date people intentionally.
Tag along, come on.
This is what we like to call the Trippy Tree here in Parker, Colorado. And
Tripping tonight.
it's really tripping tonight. Yeah, they change the colors all the time. It's beautiful. I love it. Mesmerizing.
When one wants to craft pizza, one goes to Trader Joe's. For you, my love. The ultimate sheet right here. Garlic and herb pizza dough. After you, my dear.
Thank you.
All right, we just got our food. We are heading back. Also, why do parents freak out whenever you turn on the light in the car as if they can't see? I can still see everything totally fine. But we got some roses for the lady and some sodies for the boy. I want this to be like psh, 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 into our what we talk about. Over here. On the counter. Okay, Alli, so as a girl, as a woman, how are you intentional when it comes to dating?
I think that early on, like it really is the man's role to kind of like serve you and plan those dates and be really intentional. So I think as the woman, like it's a good thing to like be aware of the ways that he's kind of serving you. So it might be like in little ways, like holding the door open or, you know, buying you flowers or even just like all the effort that he puts into that date. It's really important to recognize that and take note of it. But I think later on, like if you've been dating for a while, then like it's important for you as a woman to kind of start helping out with those things, and you can start being intentional in the dates that are being planned too, because I think that makes the person you're dating feel very loved. And Tanner, for guys, what does intentionally dating look like?
Well, guys, early on, it's on you. It's on you to make this woman that you've decided to ask out feel treasured and cherished. So even if from the get-go you realize it's not gonna work out, always let your date leave feeling like you're intentional about it. Don't just let her think that you're flying by the seat of your pants. Girls notice the small things. Jumping out of an airplane can be fun, but being intentional about getting her roses, opening her car door, having a candle lit, maybe having a speaker for music, like I have tonight, it's the little things that actually carry a lot of weight. And then also be really intentional in your conversations. Be intentional about the questions that you ask for her. And always be clear about your intentions with her. And guys, if you've been dating for a while, or if you're in a very serious committed relationship, if you're married, I think the big temptation is to ease off the gas pedal, to take it a little bit easy. But never stop pursuing the woman. Never stop pursuing the woman that you decided to be in a relationship in, and always try and discover new little ways in which you can make her feel treasured. Are you eating that? Are you still eating that raw? Yeah. Stop eating it raw. My goodness.
Are you doing that for the shot, or are you actually calling?
Are you doing that for the shot?
No.
All right, can you tell me about a time when we were dating, when you felt like I was really intentional?
About dating me?
About dating you, yeah.
Yes. I mean, you did a really good job, so I felt like that a lot of times. But I can think of one day in particular. It was like after we had kind of been, talking for a while, you invited me over to your house in Boulder. And Tanner, like in conversations, had asked me like what kind of food I like. And so this was very sweet. I don't think the outcome was as great as he was hoping, but he knew that I liked Indian food and Italian food. I never said those two things together, but he tried to make like a little Indian-Italian fusion meal.
I made curry spaghetti meatballs.
Yes, and so, but it was really cute because I got to his house and dinner was basically already made, which is really nice because he told me he was making me dinner, not having me come to help him make dinner. And then he had his little backyard all set up with a table and chairs and a tablecloth, which I'm pretty sure was a fitted bed sheet.
It was a fitted bed sheet.
And he had like a little like light hanging over the table, and it was like a really dreamy little night back there.
It really was.
He served me super well. Had like a bottle of wine that he knew I liked. It was beautiful. So yeah, you did a really, really good job. The little things were really big, and conversation was great, and I felt very, very pursued.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome.
That's very kind, yeah. That was a great night. That was the night I fell in love with you. I will say that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so cute.
slash every other night before that. Okay, well, can you share oh, nice. Wow, look at that style.
Also, Tanner and I make this a competition, so it's about to get really heated.
We do.
Here.
I'm going for like a rectangular shape tonight, I guess. Okay, can you share maybe a date in which you felt like I maybe wasn't intentional about dating you?
Yeah, I feel like this is really hard because I feel like you did a really good job, but I'm sure there were ones. Let me think.
Okay.
Can I think?
Yeah.
Tanner, why don't you share a time where you felt like I was really intentional while we were dating?
Well, at the time when we were dating, Alli lived about 45 minutes away. I was up in Boulder, Colorado. She was kind of in South Denver a little bit.
That was not South Denver.
It was like South Denver a little bit.
Denver almost.
Okay, well, regardless of where it was about a 45-minute commute to Boulder and then a 45-minute commute back. And I just felt like you were really intentional about making that drive. You never once complained about it, and you were down to do it a lot. And then I remember, I think it was we were just getting ice cream one night. And you said, Tanner, thank you for treating me so well. And like being intentional. Like just, she noticed all the little things I did. The little things are always big things. And so just like your gratitude made me feel like my intentionality was being intentionally returned. Everything felt intentional. It was intentionally good.
Yeah, we're using that.
We're really exhausting that word, aren't we? But it was. It felt like you were intentional about saying
Receiving
thank you.
well, maybe.
Yeah, and receiving well.
Yeah.
Which is like women just by design are designed to receive. Men by our design are designed to give. And so if women can really highlight that receptivity and notice all the small things, man, it makes a man's heart swell. It really does.
Swelling heart.
Like the Grinch.
All right. 3 times that day.
It did. Okay, look at this. I actually kind of pleased with this shape. Did you think of a date in which you did not feel intentional? It can be when we're married, maybe. I feel like there's more of those when we're dating.
Okay. Do you want me to just go?
Sure.
It's still rolling. Is that okay?
Uh-huh.
I feel like, yeah. I think kind of what Tanner was saying at the beginning, like it is really easy to become kind of like lazy in your dating.
Yeah.
And like it goes both ways. Like there's nights where like it's my night to play a date night and I'm like, Tanner, we're gonna watch a movie tonight and eat some food that we already have in our kitchen. Which sometimes those nights are needed. But I think that like, yeah, it's really easy when it's like a lot of those to feel like, dang, like what happened? Like I desire to feel pursued still.
A month can go by easily and you realize, shoot, we've done the same thing.
For date night.
For date night every single week this month.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you realize we're both maybe not being as intentional as
we used to be.
And
could be.
So,
yeah,
we're trying to work on that. It's a temptation for us, it's a temptation for everyone as you're in a relationship for a prolonged period of time.
Married couples can drop their advice in the comments.
This sucks. It looks like a deformed United States.
Yeah, this is where Tanner starts getting real nervous.
I'm getting nervous here.
Thanks you guys for following us along on our date night tonight. Pizza night at your house is a great date night idea, but probably not a first date idea. Usually it's good to take someone out to dinner, do something kind of like out in a public setting, makes it feel a little more natural and comfortable. But a few dates in, this might be a great idea.
And we're gonna leave you guys with this. The best thing that you can do if you wanna be intentional when dating is keep the question in your mind, what would make this person feel the most pursued? Whether you're messaging someone on CatholicMatch, or whether you're taking them on a first date, or whether you're taking them on your 97th date, what would make this person feel the most pursued? Try and keep that question constantly in the back of your mind. You can't fail.
Yeah, and don't be intimidated by that, because as you get to know the person more, you'll kind of realize the ways that that person is gonna feel pursued and cared for. So just go for it.
So if you don't know what would make them feel the most pursued, then move, just move. And then as time goes on, you'll know.
You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
So go get them.
Go get him, Tiger. And man, my pizza kicked her pizza's rear end.
Yeah.
Woo!
This is my first fail.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. We all fail. Everybody gets sad.
Sometimes.
Everybody gets those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everyone gets that way.
Goodbye.